Hey, you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Hey, you guys. Listen. I have an urgent message for Geminis. What's up, Balls When Touch? Hey, Perfect Intentions. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jack-o'-lantern. Sunshine Earn. Is that right? The Sunshine RN. Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. K Rich. What's up, K Rich? Jazzy Baby. Okay, so I don't know if y'all in here or not. Let me get some incense smoke going. Like, oh gosh. So Gemini, right? Y'all have been haunting me. Yeah, I'm calling it haunting. Y'all have been haunting me since Monday. I knew Spirit had a message for Gemini, but the message didn't quite form all the way. So I just kept minding my business, right? Now here we are on Friday night. And instead of like being in the streets or binge watching something, I am here trying to deliver this message to the Geminis. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all. At first, I had such a love-hate with Geminis, right? Because as cool as they are, well, let me reference this to the men. The men. As cool as they are, then they ask us to take a turn. And you be like, who the hell am I dating? Now, the women is a little bit different. But the men, I mean, like, what are you doing, sir? So, needless to say, as a Pisces woman, I swore off Gemini men. But I've since ran into and have become friends with a lot of Gemini women. Gemini women gravitate to me. And Gemini women, I'm like, you know what? Matter of fact, before I do this little bitty incense, let me get some sage going. Oh my goodness. 1 second. Just a little bit of sage. Not too much because I don't need to smoke up the whole place, but just enough. Give y'all some of this. Get in here, Gemini. Get in here and get some of this. Ooh, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Get some of that. Ooh, yes. Yes. Just. And after I do this Gemini thing, I think I'm going to hang up and do everybody else. But I need to get this Gemini thing off my chest. And then I have some other little news to share. So if you want to leave and come back, that's fine. But, okay, so Spirit keeps telling me, what's up, Seville Michelle? How are you? Missing you, girl. So what's Gemini? Like, Gemini, what is going on? I feel you so much. And I want to make it all better. I really do. Like, I want to make it all better for you. But I feel like Spirit is saying that you are doing it upside down. Like, we about to, perfect. It's like, it's not about a wrongness. Seriously. I'm not here to be like, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I feel like Spirit is saying that y'all are doing it upside down. Like, you have so much power, Gemini, like so much power. And it just feels like you're using your power upside down. And it might take a little bit for that to sink in. So I'm going to be saying it a few times, right? You're using your power upside down. You're using your power upside down. You're using your power upside down. You're using it upside down. You're using it upside down. You're using it upside down. I'm saying it repeatedly so that when y'all are hearing my voice in your head, it's like, well, Terry said I was using my power upside down. What does that mean? I'm using my power upside down. Gemini, you're powerful. You got power. You got power. But you're using it upside down. Let's start. Let's go ahead and start. I'm going to shuffle. And we're just going to see what a Spirit brings up for you. It's just upside down. It's not wrong, but it's upside down. It's not wrong. It's upside down. It's not wrong. It's upside down. It's not wrong. It's upside down. Okay, Spirit, show us what Geminis need to know. See, I think that's what that we're talking about, right? Oh my God. See what I mean? This is exactly what the freak I'm talking about, Gemini. Like, you too powerful to ever worry. So, you're too powerful to worry. So, Gemini, you could worry yourself, as my grandma used to say, you gonna worry me to death. And she would say it to death, right? To death. You gonna worry me to death. So I always thought she was saying deaf, like a deaf person, like ears deaf. But then I realized she was saying death, like dead death. So think about the phrase, you are going to worry me to death. So it's like, if we could take this energy of worry, because it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of power. If we could do something different with the worry energy instead of worrying, like, we need something else besides worry, because that's what they're talking about when they're saying you're doing it upside down. You should not be this worried. Now, like, if I ask you, Gemini, instead of being worried, like, right, and I think this is my Gemini voice. Gemini. Instead of being worried, can you be confident instead of being worried? Like, it's not really a trick question. Instead of worrying, can you be carefree? Let me ask you, Geminis, what would it take, Gemini, for you to be carefree? Gemini, what would it take for you to be unconcerned for real? Not unconcerned temporarily, but unconcerned for real. Like, unconcerned. Matter of fact, let me go over to the Taurus. Unbothered. Unbothered. What would it take, Gemini, for you to be unbothered? Opposite of worry. What would it take for you to be happy? Untroubled. Unworried. What would it take for that? That's what literally Spirit is saying. That's why they're making this big deal. What's it going to take for you to be able to get some sincere rest, some sincere sleep, some sincere rest and sleep? What's it going to take for you to get a little more intimate? Because there's something about this connecting with someone that seems to go a little crooked. You know what I mean? It like goes slightly crooked. And it's like, Spirit tells me that it's like, you know that Mint Condition song, Forever in Your Eyes? It's like, you could see forever with somebody. You could see forever in their eyes. But that's where you were like looking at forever. And then when stuff isn't looking like forever, it troubles you. So it's almost like your vision is out there at, we're supposed to have forever. And it's almost like as soon as you see that it doesn't look like forever, I think that's when all this other stuff starts coming in the way and getting in between. And you may do that as a trait. Like when you're looking for a mate, you might feel like, oh, okay, I'm looking for a mate. Do I feel like I could be with them forever? If I feel like I could be with them forever, I'll date them. If I don't feel like I could be with them forever, I won't date them. So Spirit is like, okay, this is why they're saying you're using your power upside down, because that literally waters down your energy when you project it out to the future like that. And that's what Spirit's trying to help you with, so that you can attain everything that you deserve. Like, you deserve to have the happiness and the great love affair that you want and stuff like that. But it's like, we got to get on the right page. We got to get out of this worry energy. We got to get you rested. We got to get you letting go of any fears. Your soul's path, the intention is there for you to have, like I said, everything that you want. Like, Gemini is a sign that I could really get behind Gemini, because Geminis, I feel like y'all could have whatever y'all want. Like, I really feel like you're a blessed sign, and I really feel like you're a type of sign that can come here and you can have whatever it is that you want. But I actually also feel like there's a way to go about it, and there's a way to do it. And that's where I think you guys get a little tripped up, and I think that's why Spirit wanted me to give this message. Let me grab another deck, because you know how I am. You know how I am. So I'm going to ask Spirit to show me the worst. Spirit, show me the worst. Show me the worst. Show me the worst. Because this is what it's about. They trying to get you answers. They ain't trying to like sugarcoat nothing. Spirit, show me the worst. Shuffle these. Show me the worst that they need to know, so that we can get them to where they need to be. Show me the worst. Spirit, show me the worst. Whoa, okay. Hey, there we go. Let's just let it fall. Let it fall where it may. Let it fall where it may. Okay. So, it says online flirting, social media, dating sites, cheating, some hidden in the closet, secrets, other expensive habits, manipulation, more manipulation, more, and intuition, listening to your intuition. Okay, so here we go, right? I know that intuition is here because of the simple fact that Spirit is having me do this message for you guys, right? So I know this means they want you to get a little more clear in that third eye, right? So you can really feel what's happening. It's almost like, in order for you to have everything that you want, you have to be able to hold your boundaries. And it's almost as if you can't own the person who you like's behavior. You cannot own their behavior and then try to figure out what did you do wrong. Because somebody else's behavior has nothing to do with what they're choosing to do or not choosing to do. Like, you can't own if they decide to be secretive or if they decide to flirt with somebody. You can't own if they're keeping secrets from you or have some kind of habit that they don't want you to know about. You can't own if somebody's trying to manipulate you or make you feel guilty or making you come out of your comfort zone in a way that's not healthy, like disturbing you. And you can't own it if somebody's trying to manipulate you so that you give them whatever it is that they want. You can't own these kind of things. These aren't things that are there for you to own. The reason why Spirit is talking to you about this is because it's almost like selling your soul to the devil. You can't sell yourself out to somebody else to get the love and affection and attention that you know you need. And of course, this isn't going to resonate with everybody. If you're a happy Gemini, just keep it pushing. Don't even worry about it. I'm talking about the people who this resonates with, and this is going to be timeless. So whenever you get it, you get it. But there's this intimacy that you want, and it's literally like you can't get it through. You can't get it through projecting this energy. And you definitely can't get it through codependency. So whatever it is that's making you feel like a triangle situation or codependent, it's literally like you're the one with choices, but somehow you're not feeling good about the choices. Somehow somebody has you in a love-hate situation. Like, look at what you're getting. It's complicated. You see the urgency of the message. It's like, what's going on? Emotional affair. Okay. Somebody trying to conquer somebody else. Somebody feeling on the rebound. This is like a lot. Only wanting to be protected by love, but not feeling protected by love. And then also having this twin flame energy feel like it's so intense. The intensity is there. So all of these things that make it very complicated when it doesn't have to be this complicated. The reason why Spirit is telling you this now is because it doesn't have to be this way. But it starts with you. It starts in the inside with you. Let's see what feelings Spirit wants you to deal with right now. Spirit, show Gemini what they need to look at. Okay. It has to do with secrets, right? Somebody keeping secrets, hiding who they are. You're not seeing the whole picture. Does it feel like somebody has you on the side? Dating someone else. So somebody's in some kind of love triangle for real. Like, it's straight coming up. Non-committal, complications. And then somebody might be trying to act like it's all business when they know they got feelings. Booty call. You see what I mean? Like, they try to act like it's all business, but is more to it. And it's almost like I think Spirit is literally like, if we can correct this with you, then it's like you could have your choice of a happy, healthy, strong relationship. It doesn't have to be these third party situations. If we can correct this energy with you. But we gotta. Hey Marcia, how are you? I don't know if this is gonna apply to you or not, but urgent messages for Gemini. So clearing out this third party energy. And I think a lot of it, to be honest with you, I think that there is something that can be traced back I think there's something that can be traced back to, you know what? Let me go on Google right quick, because do y'all know what the story of Gemini is? What is the story of Gemini? Spirit's telling me it's the twins, right? But okay, I'm gonna tell you what the story originally was, right? So when we think about astrology and we think about how the signs came in, it was like Aries, we know, is the leader, right? So imagine Aries being dropped into the jungle, and Aries has to find a path, find a way out of no way, right? So people get a little upset with Aries because Aries have a tendency to be assertive. They have a tendency to take the lead. They have a tendency to be like, this is what we're doing. It's going down like this. I don't want to hear no lip. This is what we're doing. Boom. So with Aries, they like put up, shut up. Then here we go. The next one is Taurus. Taurus gets dropped into the scene. Taurus could see what Aries did, and Taurus is looking around like, okay, I know we're trying to make this path and everything, but you know, I ain't no punk. I'm the muscle. Like, you pointed me the way, Aries. I came through and stomped down the ground and made the road. So, you know, Taurus be like, don't try to chump me off, Aries. Then Gemini jumps in. But Gemini is so interesting because Gemini, on one hand, is about business and creating experiences with work. And then the other side of Gemini, I feel like, is the love side that wants to create the passion and the excitement. And so sometimes it being a dual sign, I feel like those two energies can compete. So we got Aries, we got Taurus, we got Gemini. And I feel like Gemini is like, this is getting boring just being workers. Let's have some action. Let's do some fun. So it's almost like Gemini will be the sign that's on the reality show, like Big Brother Island, or, you know, like Escape Out of the whatever. Gemini will be there, and Gemini will be the one trying to make it clever and trying to play the game. And Gemini will be the one giving it its twists and turns, just because there's this duality energy with Gemini. And I think as you're trying to master being a Gemini, and as you're learning the story about Gemini, and as you're learning about your capacity, I think as you're learning, because it's like two people in one. And like I said, as you're learning about your capacity and you know what you're capable of, I feel like if things get too boring or if things get too simple, Gemini be needing some excitement. You know what I mean? But in this need for excitement, Spirit is saying, is not supposed to come at the expense of your happiness. It's not supposed to come at the expense of some kind of triangle. You get it? It's almost like there has to be a unification. Now, think about it this way. If you're twins, right? Let's say you like somebody. One side of you like them, the other side don't. Okay, how is that relationship going to go? You can find good things that you love about them. You find things that you hate about them. So, but it's going to be constant. It's going to be like, oh, I like this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I like this. Oh, I hate this. Now, when we talk about being that way, having that duality long term, it could really make you insecure as a person because you're always jumping back and forth on both sides. So as you're overcoming the insecurities and as you're getting stronger, it's like if somebody was doing a 3-legged race, right? If y'all aren't in sync, y'all are probably going to fall down. So I think that what Spirit is trying to say, Gemini, is as you unify your twins, that's when you guys can step together and really own your power. And I believe that's the season that you're in right now. It's like getting both sides of yourself on the same page. So as you take steps to what you want and not take steps to anything that is going to be messy. It is time for like clarity. It's just clear clarity so that you can put your ideas to work. So you're born under this dual sign, but it's almost like if you call a conference call or you call an HR meeting with self and self and have a conversation with self and self so that both of y'all can get on the same page. Because when you get on the same page, that's where all your power is. Like, you lose power when it's love, hate, love, hate, love. It's okay. We going back and forth. It's love, hate, love, hate. Okay. Love triangle, love triangle. Okay, you're losing energy, you're losing power. And then you start to feel like, oh, this is too much work. I don't even know if I want to do love. Look, hanging on by a thread, about to lose one hand. Then it starts to cause confusion because you're like, here I am, I'm about to lose it all. I'm about to let go and lose it all, like fears of loss and confusion. And then you might start making demands. And then the other person is like, well, we not committed anyway. So it can just be a big mess. And then the feelings of, I don't want you just using me for my body if I want to be in love and blah, 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 blah. So I think Spirit is trying to get you out of all these complications. But you can't get out of the complication until you get unified with yourself. Like the two becoming one. It's almost like it almost is like it could be a three kind of energy, because it's like each side plus y'all together. That triangle, that makes a triangle too, but it's like going together in the same direction, not letting each points of the triangle go in a separate direction. That wears y'all out energetically, and then you get tired. And when you get tired, you're not going to want to do anything. And then when you don't want to do anything, you're going to get really discouraged. And then when you get discouraged, you're off your path. But you're destined for greatness. Okay, Spirit, show us what's coming up. Show us what happens as Gemini unifies with self. As Gemini comes together, as Gemini unifies with self. Spirit, show us what happens with Gemini when Gemini unifies itself. Show me what happens when Gemini unifies itself. Show me what happens when Gemini unifies itself. Oh, here we go. That's when you come into alignment. Look, unified Gemini, hearts stuck together, right? It says being on the verge of finding the perfect work for you. Don't give up. You may need to grow your own business to be truly happy. What else? Education. You may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Also, adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. One more. Move it up. Okay, moving up. You are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. So definitely they're trying to say, as you unify, you begin to move up. You begin to have the adventures that you crave. You get the lessons that you need to get. And then you get that great match. Okay, show us what else. What else happens when Gemini unifies? What else happens when Gemini unifies? Let's see what else I want to get. skip these. Show us what happens when Gemini unifies itself. Show us what happens when Gemini unifies itself. Uh-oh. Show us what happens when Gemini unifies itself. Oh, okay. Okay. So Spirit is promising you. Spirit promises you. I promise you it does get better. So as you unify yourself, Spirit is promising that it gets better. Spirit says, don't soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out as you unify yourself. And you will be a great success, but you will have to go through it to get there. But there's lessons to be learned. So nobody's saying that you get to skip anything or it's going to be like a free ride. But they're literally like, you will be more on track than you ever have been before. Spirit, show us what else happens with. Let me grab this other deck. We already know I got so many decks. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, show us what else happens when you unify yourself. Show us Gemini when they unify themselves. Show us Gemini when they unify themselves. Show us Gemini when they unify themselves. Definitely move forward. Like, you see the open door way down there and it's like time to go. That's when you can go forward on one accord. Now, with this card, this is a card, sometimes somebody is longing for someone. So you see the girl, and it's funny because she's in this little boat. Sort of looks like a bathtub, right? Out on the sea. But look at the face in the clouds. This is the energy of somebody longing for somebody and actually going on a journey, which matches up with the other card where they said you would be having an adventure. But sometimes there's a thing about Geminis that you want to do things by the book and you want to do things in a certain order. And that's all fine and well. But of course, the first step is for you to be on the same page with self. When you're on the same page with self and when y'all are one accord, I promise you're going to have a knowing like you never knew before. It's like letting your soul connect to itself. Like, it's just going to be amazing. I think that you'll also be able to deal better with chaos and conflicts that comes because you will be more unified. Like, they're not having you do this in vain. They're trying to stop you from just going round and round and round in these same cycles. It's like the cycles gotta be broken so that you can go forward. Let's see. Show me what else for Gemini. Show me what else for Gemini, Spirit. What else Gemini needs to know? Show me what else Gemini needs to know. I'm going to take that one. Okay, so if I said it before, I'm going to say it again. What you say to me, it's still paper thin. Shout out to MC Light. Align. Ask Spirit to send you inspiration, signs, and support. Intend that your goals for the highest good. Check in off. The universe guides me and supports me. Align is exactly what I'm talking about. I done said unify. They didn't give me a line. Align. Reach out. That's when you're going to make stronger connections, right? Because you'll know and you'll feel it in your heart. Make strong, clear, authentic connections from a vulnerable place that you could show your soft side and you create genuine relationships. That's why they're bringing this up, because they're wanting you to create some genuineness. And it also keeps things simple. Like when you let go of things that are unnecessary, things that are hindering your progress, when you're clearing the clutter, it's like release anything that you don't need anymore so that you can be strong in what you do want to go forward in. So, Gemini, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Y'all can always reach me in a private session if you need help getting through this. I think that's the challenge that you guys may be having over either the come, or you might have just gone through this. But I really feel like I wanted to stop and let you guys know that Spirit is with y'all. Spirit is thinking about y'all. Spirit is trying to deliver the message to you. It's just, like I said in the beginning, when you're using it upside down, it's like get the right side up so that you can actually get the message. Spirit's not trying to stall you out. Spirit's trying to get you everything you're asking for. But if there's any kind of stubbornness, or if you get stuck on, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't get it, like if you get stuck there, it's like, ask for clarity. Spirit, I don't know what she's talking about. Can you please send me clarity? Spirit, can you please clarify this message for me? Spirit, can you let me take what I need and leave the rest? Spirit, speak to me. Like, call it in. Don't be afraid to call it in. And what you hear is going to be your message. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know if that was real message or if I'm making it up or if it was just my imagination. Doesn't matter. Something's dropped into your head for a reason. Like, own your power. Accept the messages that come. And again, I'm not trying, this is, if this doesn't resonate with you, this don't resonate with you. It's not your story. So don't try to make it fit if it don't fit. But this was for whoever needed it. Okay, so I'm going to hang up from Gemini, and then I will come back on and give general messages for whoever wants to have a message. Okay. Thank you, Gemini.